What's up, motherfuckers? Well, guys, we got Duetsch connectors. Alright, so here are those connectors, and I'll get to those in a minute. Next thing I gotta do is attach these with some butt connectors and some shrink wrap. These will be up toward the top of the tank, so I'm not too worried about it getting saturated with gas or anything. It'll probably get sloshed up there, but when we took the tank down in the other car, that one's got spades connected to the pump, and I shrink wrapped that with some cheap shrink wrap. When we pulled that out of there, it was fine. There was no corroding on it or anything. I was surprised about that. That was the first thing I looked at, and they were okay, and they're actually in the gas themselves. This might get a little bit of it, but I'm not too concerned about it. Just making sure we get these, I don't know, tied off somewhere. They're not gonna be a problem rubbing on anything. These pliers I got here, you're supposed to be able to slide, this is supposed to be on the back side, you're supposed to be able to slide these things in it, but none of these will fit in it. This is the little one, and it goes in there, but it stops, but this is hanging outside the jaws, so probably explains why those were 20 bucks. So when I went to put this in, it's locked in there right now. It was tough to get it to that point. It wants to turn and slide and stuff. We'll see how this crimps. This could go horribly bad. I've tried doing Duetsch connectors once before and it went terribly wrong because I didn't have the proper crimpers. No, I kind of do. And somebody asked where I got these. I got them on Amazon. And when I went to look for the link, it wasn't even on my list. And when you look up Duetsch crimpers, it only shows the expensive ones. So I don't know if I got on the deep, darkest Chinese part of Amazon found these, but yeah, they had a little bit of, I think that's just air moisture, and they're just rusting. So yeah, not much faith in them things, but we'll see how it works here in a minute. Could crash and burn. Alright, so there's what I got. I put some electrical tape around those wires because I had to tie them off so I won't wear into that and make things dangerous. And then I did the old zip tie trick up here to keep them separated. And now we'll just go ahead and cut that off and start getting the connectors attached to this to get it plugged in and get ready to put in. And let's see, hopefully this works. I got it started. I can't, if I started it, you can't undo it until you crimp it down. So let's see what happens. It is a little crooked. I don't know if I can adjust it. We'll see. And that's the female portion of it. The male is right here. Alright, so I'm gonna make this one the female side. I'll make this one coming in the male side. I'm gonna do this first because I got a lot of wire here, and if I screw up I can always chip this back. I only got this much to work with on here, so let's make sure this works first. Else we may go on a different route. If not, see what happens here. I'm not getting the squeeze out of this. Definitely didn't. I did get it on one. Yeah, I definitely missed it. For some reason. I mean, it's squashed pretty good right there, but it's connected. Shit. Didn't break through. Call that a win. Alright. I don't know which way these are supposed to go in here as far as these where it's crimped goes. I don't think it matters. There's these little plastic pieces in there. As soon as you push them in, they're going to clip. And then you're supposed to stick this little wedge in there, and it wedges those plastics even more on them to keep them from coming out. So let's see here. I'll just poke that up in there, and there it goes. Poke it up in there, and there it goes. And then and there we go.
Yeah.
There's the male side. All right, well, I did that. So now I'm the master. I guess. I don't know. Let's see what happens here. That thing, that's why they're 20 bucks, guys. Because in order for me to smash this down, I got to get this right here is the most important part. And it does a good job, and it's got to sit right there. And then this sits right here, but here on the jaws it won't smash it all because it should be lower than it is here. There's a step there. I don't know why, but I mean it works good on the other one.
I think those have to be wider too.
Yeah, that's why they're 20 bucks. If you want to get these, let me look these up for a second. They say IWIS, IWISS, or is that IWUS? Alright guys, I looked IWIS up on Amazon. It's not there. So, like I said, I must have freaking ran into the dude with the magic beans. Anyway, there's no giants up here. Just me. And my shitty tool. Anyway, yeah, I got the heat gun a little too close to this plastic. Apparently the top of this freaking piece of shrink there. So alright, let's get these females on here. Let me measure the crimp, because you gotta, I put these up against here. You just need the wires to go inside that thing there, and that's it. So about that long, and we'll get her stripped out here. And I love my strippers. I love my strippers and I love my whores. These things aren't easy to... They say they're ratcheting, but they don't ratchet very well. I'm really squeezing down on this son of a bitch. Releases. And then that piece right there just does not crimp down, so excuse me, you're under my you're under my snippers here. Might want to keep that stuff out of the way. Don't step on my stuff here, okay? Anyway, let's crimp this down. I just stick it in my non-insulated thing here and just kind of give it a little crimper dimper. And she's pretty good to go. All right, that's probably why these were $20. And they quickly went out of business apparently. I wiss. There's something called I crimp in there now. Oh boy, I missed that one, didn't I? Holy crap, I can't unlock these. I wish there was a thing where if you were you screwed up like I just did just now, you could unlock these damn things. No, it's like you stick it in there, you're committed. Is that going to be on that? I don't know. Maybe I could move it. This might be a screw up. I said I didn't want to screw up, and here I on this, and yet here we are. So let's see what happens here. Let's go for broke on it all. Crimp is done, and okay, did it all right. Did it all right. Did I? You know what I'm saying, dog? Get all ghetto up in here. There we go. There we go. Dig it in there. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Professional Deutsch guy. Here we go. Uh-oh. Oh, we just went in crooked there. Okay. Okay. There's one that's clicked. There's two that's clicked. We got our little wedge to get in there. Come on now. Sure, go down there and fall crooked, why don't you? Just like Joe. Lock him up. Get back in there. Alright, here we go. Thing is, this one you gotta like have faith that it's gonna fall in the hole. Alright, this ain't cooperating. Alright, you sucker. Get down in there. Be a part of it. There we go. I think we got her, guys. Hell yeah. Should we try my plug? If I plug it in, will it come back out? And if it does come back out, is it going to pull everything apart? There it is. It's connected. Now. Everything's good. It's all good. I did it. I'm the Deutsch master. What's this doing out here? I did get okay. Just making sure I didn't miss one. All right, so there it is. I'm feeling pretty good about this thing, man. That's awesome. It's awesome. I just did a Duetsch connector. I had to improvise. I had to think of my feet, but I did it. So, and that's probably why they don't sell these no more. Lucky me. All right, we got the pump out. We got the sending unit out. Looks like a rather new one that they had. This is kind of pulling on that thing. That ain't cool. But we're going to stick a new one on anyway. So there's some debris in the tank. So I'm just going to pretend we didn't see it. I mean, the fuel pump's got a sock, and then it's going through 2 more filters. It's not like it's going to get in the fuel system.
It's not going to pick up that big stuff like that.
No, there was like weeds in there. I don't know if we could get a look at them, but yeah, there was like weeds in there. If you see that, so we didn't see it. So here's an interesting problem. We can't get this in there because of that return tube, right? So we grabbed the other pump. There's the return tube right there, way up high. So I'm sitting here thinking about this. If this thing is blowing overflow gas back into the tank right next to the inlet, it's going to aerate that gas, and that wouldn't be a good thing.
Yes, and then it would be pulling gas.
You know, because then you're pulling air bubbles. But the reason why I think they cut it on that one up here is so when it hits the gas, it gives the chance the bubbles to rise to the top instead of just putting aerated gas right toward the inlet. So I don't understand the thinking on this. So we're gonna have to pull this out and chop it off, because if we bend this little thing that they kicked out here, it will go in. But with us thinking about this, we don't want aerated gas hitting the intake of the fuel pump. That's not good. So we're gonna chop this maybe up here somewhere, get it past the hoses and the wires and stuff, and maybe chop it there, because if it's chopped anywhere from here up, it'll go right in there, guys. See? So interesting. Not only do we modify this, we're gonna do that too. See, guys, nothing a hacksaw can't fix, right? So there we go. Now we get this. It's not right there blowing into that, and then gives it a little bit of time for the bubbles to go out of it. Hopefully I don't screw me, and I should have probably done it higher. So I don't have much hope for that sock. It fell off when we pulled it out. It concerns me. Because if that falls off and it starts sucking weeds, you know what I'm saying, man? Anyway, let's just get it. Let's just get it put in. We put it in there. We don't have to see it. Hi, my name's Funky. I've taken this car completely apart. Completely. Thought there can't be any more curveballs that this dirty pirate hooker couldn't throw me, because we unveiled everything. And then we took down the tank. Okay, so I had to modify the hanger, right? So I go to put the pump in there finally. Goes right in, you know, now that I cut that tube up a little bit higher. And I just cannot get this thing to fall in there. It just won't go in. I'm like, is this thing too tall? So I pull it back out, put it up to the stock one. No, it's fine. So I'm going down there, and every time I put it in there, and I hear this noise, clank, clank, clank. I'm like, what the hell is that? I was like, don't tell me the baffle is loose in there. Is this the final curveball? Is it, you whore? What can I say, man? Those hillbillies went deep and hard. To the one bolt on the brake booster. That was classic, by the way. To the, I don't know, 5 pounds of wiring I pulled out of the car that was going to nowhere. To the alternator that was wired up with 3 or 4 different gauges of wire with wire nuts, like, you know, for household use. Can anybody say fire? And now this, a loose baffle. So you know what that means. I said something to Justin. Justin's like, yeah, it'll be fine. I go, it'll be fine sloshing around there, hitting the pump, aerating gas. I said, no. So I'm going to see if I can't get one of those $88 made in Taiwan gas tanks that I found on Amazon. Oh man, we threw the other, we scrapped the other tank from the other car. It was pretty rusty around the rings, you know. You probably used it for a few more years, but another curve. Is that it? Did we expose everything? There's nothing in this car right now. The interior's out. So do you know what that means? We're ending this video. It's like, first we did have a plug fail. Now it's, we need a new tank fail. Dirty pirate hooker, man, I tell you. So, and the funny thing is, guys, I see these guys on these Foxbody groups. They're going, so what do you guys think about this? And it's a whole LMR set. You know, they're buying this. I think it came with a fuel pump and whatever, and this tank for like $1,200. And I'm like, what? I got like $400 in my fuel system, and I got a 340 pump. course, maybe another $88, hopefully $88, because you know that freaking Bidenomics, Bidenflation. So we shall see you in the next video. Later. Okay, we're not ending it quite yet. Development. What was it? This is the 26th today. I'm still going to try to get this video up if I can. We'll see. But the 23rd is when I discovered that baffle was broke in the tank. So I don't know, it was about 2:30 in the afternoon. I went down, ordered the same one I got in Black Sunshine, which is the Dorman, made in Taiwan. It's different. And it went from $88 to $102 by inflation. So, and less than 24 hours later, believe it or not, it showed up, which is ridiculous. So, on the 24th, so now we're out here. We're gonna get everything in this, get it mocked up, and I'm gonna get the wiring done. So, hopefully I got some female spades. I never checked that. So nothing's ever easy. See this hose? See how that goes up and down? Look at that one. This right here should be up more. It is too long for the tank. I even swapped these things. Didn't make a difference. This one will go in, this one won't. So it's just popping out of the tank. So they didn't bend this enough. And yeah, the top even looks crooked. So I don't know, man. It's not like I can send it back because I did all this shit to it. So we're just gonna keep modifying it. I don't know how we're gonna bend these without kinking those, but we're gonna try something. I just need probably another 1/4 inch or so with the sock on there. All right, there's what we got. We did get that hose to go up a little bit. We bent it, so there is a little nub there, a little bit of a nub there. Nothing that's gonna hurt the flow. So, but we had to bend out this tube here a little bit. But we got a crooked pump, but it does go in there. So hopefully I don't run out of gas at 1/4 of a tank or something. So, you know what I mean?
I don't think so. Sure, down to 1/4 of a tank, you still got gas in there.
Let's get this tied down and get it pulled so it's not riding on the thing, and then we'll go ahead and stick it in there. We didn't stick it in with a sock, but there should be room. There we go. Away from the clamp, all the way up, and anchor down right there. All right, you see it in there? Does that look okay? If it don't work and don't suck up gas, we'll know right away. Funny thing, this hole right here, I need that. And I do have another valve for this, but guess what? One of them came without a grommet. So we actually stole the grommet and used it on the other car. So yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that out. I don't know if I can buy a grommet. If I remember right, I don't think you can. Some come with them, some come without them. I don't understand it, but. And there is the sending units in, so. And it didn't come undamaged. It did. There was a little bit of damage to it en route. But nobody's going to see that, so who cares? Look at all these wires. All these wires. Where are they going? What are they doing? Alright, so I did get the piece of GLX 10 gauge wire. This stuff's great. Got it hooked up to a solid ass ground. Alright. These are coming from the pump. And this is coming from the relay off the Aces. And then I got the power supplying this sucker. So I already got the 2 male spades for my J's fuse here. We're gonna hook that up, get that all tucked down in there. And then we'll need some female spades on here. I have 4, and that's exactly what I need. I don't have any more. So hopefully I don't get something wrong here. And we're gonna, I don't know, man. I mean, put the relay here or up against here. It doesn't really matter to me. I'm just gonna let it float there to where I could either put it here or there when I decide. But I need to get female connectors on all of these. One thing though, made the mistake here. I'm gonna put this on here. I didn't think about that when I did that, but let me get another ring terminal for this and stick that on there, and then this will just go right to the relay. That way we're grounded with the tank too. So and then I'll tell you what terminals these go on this, guys. You got 30, 86, 87, 85, and they all do something. I'll show you, but all this right here, dude, doesn't really matter when you hook this up. Which spade it goes in doesn't matter. You're just completing a circuit on here. So I'm gonna get this hooked up and then black taped and tucked away in there. All right, let's take a closer look. This is 85. That's for the ground. 30 is for what you want to power. And that's the pump. And over here on what is this? 86 is the switch. So that's what you want to switch on, which is from the aces. And then your power terminal is 87. So there it is, all hooked up. Boom. How about that? And like I said, I don't know where I'm going to put it, guys. We toyed with putting it up here on the thing, but then you got those these things here that cover it. And I already got the wire cut to either put right here or put over here. I haven't decided yet, but I'm going to go ahead and black tape these up here. And then as of right now, if we switch the car on, the pump has power. All right, there we go. All taken care of. So I'm just gonna leave this loose in here for now, guys. Like I said, this trunk has got to be done. We got to do some stuff to it. Obviously, it's got to be cleaned out. I got new stuff for the bottom and all this stuff I bought a long time ago. But so I'm not worried about this right now. But like I said, I might put it here. I put it in the opposite side in the other car. It's fine. Or I could just stick it right here, you know, maybe out of the way or something. I don't know. But for right now, everything's hooked up. Like I said, you power the car on, pump's got power. So, so now we're gonna end it for real. So thanks for watching, man. I'm glad. I mean, who knew you could get a Foxbody tank within less than 24 hours from Amazon? It's a new one to me, but it happened. So anyway, pump's all wired. Now time for the gas lines. Later.